thought I would do a brow tutorial, and this video has been on my list of videos to do for quite a while now. For me, brows are probably the most important step in my makeup routine. Honestly, I just feel like brows can just completely transform your face. If I have good brows, then I can just conquer the world. Yeah, I just thought I would share a few tips, just show you what I do basically. So I thought this would be good because in the future when I do makeup tutorials, I can just link this video down below rather than including, you know, a bit of my brows in that video. So it will just save a bit of time really. So if you would like to see how I got these lovely brows, then just keep on watching. So starting with no product in my brows, and as you can see I'm very excited to put on my Minnie Mouse ears. I'm using a Rimmel pencil and I'm just using the brush part to brush my eyebrows up. And I'm now going to use my Benefit hard angle definer and my eyebrow powder, which I got from Amazon for like £4, a bargain. And I always start with the tail of my brow just because I like to make sure that I'm not putting too much product on. So I like to work gradually, and I'm using quite quick brush motions to make sure that the product isn't staying on one part of the brow for too long, if that makes sense. And I like to fill in as I go along. So as you can see, I'm getting closer towards the front of my brow. And now I'm doing the arch. Now the arch is probably the biggest transformation of my brow. I do naturally have a slight arch, but I do definitely emphasize that. And I am now about to join up the front of my brow to the arch to make sure that it all connects and just goes together. And I'm also filling in with a line sort of at the bottom of my brow, so defining as I fill in. Some people like to outline their brow first and then fill in. I like to do both at the same time to make sure that I can see what I'm doing. So I'm just filling that in really. And I am now going to turn the brush upwards and just fill in with upwards motions with no excess product at all because I want it to look natural. And taking my concealer and my brush, I'm just using a little bit of product and just placing that around my brow. I like to use quite a small brush just to make sure that I can really get into those, you know, small corners and crevices. Well, there are even any crevices in brows, but yeah, you know what I mean. I like to use a small brush so that I can see what I'm doing more. And I'm also finishing off the brow at the front just because I like to make sure that each brow is a definite brow, if that makes sense. I don't like my brows to merge together. And as you can see, I'm also using my finger to make sure that it's not too harsh. And I just added a little bit more product to the front because I felt like it just needed a little bit more. And I do conceal the top of my brows as well. It depends what mood I'm in on, you know, how defined I want them. The more defined, the more concealer I use. So I again am taking my finger and just blotting that a little bit, and then taking my Sleek Brow Gel in clear. I'm going to start off by brushing the front of my brows and then turning the brush in a horizontal motion or vertical and just brushing my hairs up to really focus on the hairs so it just looks a little bit more natural. And then when I'm doing this part of my brow, I'm not putting too much pressure on because I don't want to move the product around too much. So I'm brushing my brows up, and then I'll take the brush and I will just slide it down. This just makes it look a little bit more natural, and it makes it look a bit thicker actually. And I'm doing the same with the front of the brow, brushing that out, but I'm definitely putting more pressure on this time because I want the front of the brow to be not spiky, but more natural. So that's it. That's how I do my brows. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, then make sure to comment down below, give this a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any more videos. And I'll see you next week. Bye.